Greetings everybody. Thank you very much for your time watching this video. For this clock I'm going to have available for auction. I'm going to start this off by saying that you know, Lenzkirch, as beautiful as these clocks are, and they're also Black Forest clocks, are not exactly my wheelhouse. You know, my wheelhouse and what I care for are Black Forest clocks, you know, cuckoo clocks and things like that. So when I found this clock, the opportunity presented itself. It was there, you know, I thought it was a good price, so I bought it. So with that said, you know, I'm not an expert at Lenzkirch. You know, I'm sure there are other people out there far more well informed than I am. So with that said, it's, you know, just take what I say with a grain of salt, I guess, or if anybody out there, you know, has any advice to offer or direction or input, or maybe, you know, anything that I may be incorrect about, feel free to reach out. Anyway, what I know about this clock, I pretty much purchased it as you see it here today. Everything was already, the case was kind of already, you know, all the brass was already, you know, dialed up and polished up and everything. I did go through the movement. You know, I'm not a wood jockey, I'm not a lumberjack, so that's not my forte. You know, the mechanics or the movements are my thing. So with that said, you know, this is exactly how I received the clock, and it does have flaws. It's not perfect by any means. So let me start out with that. So first of all, this molding here at the top, okay, this crown molding, I guess you would call it. The original, or the previous owner, had given me a piece that fits right here, and he claims that that was the original piece, and that this other front piece and this other side piece had been missing. So he had it replaced with just this one here, which this crown molding is not original to this clock, but I do have the one piece that goes here, which is a good thing, because if you get a lumberjack, he can, you know, a variety of bits in a router and make the right stuff, and, you know, the right dimensions, the right size and stuff. So I'm trying to be very honest with you guys. You know, I mean, like I said, Lenzkirch is not my thing, and I've had this clock for years, and I've enjoyed it, and it's time to put it in the hands of somebody that's, you know, that desires Lenzkirch or collects Lenzkirch, you know, and appreciates it more than I do. So I'm going to try and be, you know, as honest as I possibly can here. These finials here, these, I don't know, you know, obelisks, or you know, for lack of a better term, I was told that these are not original to this clock either, this one or this one. But I do have, the gentleman gave me what he claimed to be an original finial, which is absolutely identical in appearance, you know, as this one here with the three sides and this kind of, you know, like, you know, this wood here. With one exception, the original finial, or what I was told was the original one, is about 10% smaller, you know, the dimensions of it. This one is a little bit larger than what I was told was an original finial. So, but I do have it, so that's, you know, if it is in fact original, it's nice to have it. So, but they are identical in appearance. What else? What else can I tell you? Oh, these, I forgot what they call these things, but, you know, these decorations here. This one appears to be incomplete, and it's not as complete as this. You know, it looks like it's missing an end here, which I do not have. Obviously, there's a split here in the case, you know, age cracking, whatever you want to call it. As far as I know, all the brass decoration on this clock is original. I mean, I've never messed with it. It's always been there since I've owned the clock. It's a really beautiful clock, you know. The movement was in beautiful condition. I mean, there is no bushing work done on it. I see no sloppy pivots. It was just gorgeous. When I opened it up, absolutely nothing wrong with the thing. I believe I put new mainsprings in there, and they wind up beautifully. There's, you know, they're not set or anything like that. So, what else? Okay, here again, more woodworking required. So you've got this other trim right here, but unfortunately it ends right there. So it's missing this trim over here on the side, and there's a big hunk of veneer missing over here. So I do not have these pieces. you know. So whoever acquires the clock, if you got a good wood jockey or somebody, a good lumberjack that can, you know, that knows a lot more about woodworking than I do, they can probably make that up, you know. But I assume that this is the original, you know, trim right here. Oh, what else? I think they refer to these clocks as open well or open balcony Lenzkirch clocks. Very desirable. I mean, they're beautiful. They're gorgeous, you know. I'll have pictures of the serial number on the movement with the trademark there, and there's also a number 2 on there. And according to my literature from the library, I hate to drop names, but the George Everett, you know, Lenzkirch, the Unsigned Clock Story or something like that. Actually, it's a very good read. But anyway, very interesting, you know. Mystery, the mystery that needs to be solved. But anyway, I'll post pictures, and according to the serial number and the trademark that's on this 26 series movement, this one was made somewhere 1890, 1891, late 1890. So that's according to the literature I have. So, you know, take a look at the pictures and come to your own conclusions. You know, the serial number will be there, and I'll have plenty of pictures of the movement. The dial, you know, it probably can use some attention, you know, resilvering, and you know, that center piece there, it's probably, I don't know if it needs to be brass plated or what, but it just, the color's not absolutely perfect throughout the whole piece. The pendulum's interesting. You know, a silvered, you know, pendulum bob, and that center piece right there, which appears to be separate from this outer ring. I don't know if it was, you know, brass, or it is brass, or it just needs to be polished up, or, you know, I'm not sure, but I would assume that should be shiny brass in the center of that pendulum bob there. You got some scroll work in the back of there, you know, by the balcony here. Let's see, what else? Here. This finial here is missing on this side. Right here, it's missing. It should look like that, I'm assuming, and it's missing here. And I believe right here, if that's original, if that is in fact original, I couldn't find any catalog pictures or anything pertaining to a model number on this clock. You know, perhaps somebody else out there, you know, knows a lot more than I do. But anyway, it looks like it's missing there. Oh, there's a beautiful, you know, brass plaque, more decoration with what appears to be a woman's face, with some crazy looking hair. Maybe it's Medusa, I don't know. But you know, and they got the wall adjusters on there, but they're missing the little thimble screws. It operates perfectly and keeps very accurate time. So I fired it up, and you know, I believe this is it's a 26 series movement, so it's an 8-day movement. If memory serves me correct, the 24 series was a 14-day. But this one runs, man, for like 10, 11 days. I swear, I'm pretty sure about that. But anyway, I'll call it an 8-day, you know, running duration clock. What else? I'm not really, I can't think of anything else right now except that it's functioning perfectly. Let's set it off for you. So, like I said, I'll have pictures of the movement. I removed the dial and the movement from the case and took some good pictures for you. So, for those that aren't aware, this one strikes once in the half hour, and then it strikes, you know, for the hour at the top of the hour. So, it's showing 8:35, and it should strike 9 times. No. Okay, so that's it. Like I said, I'll have pictures for you guys. The impulse beat is nice and strong. Mechanically, this clock is functioning perfectly. It's in beautiful shape. You know, it probably needs to be serviced. I haven't touched it in, you know, 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. It could probably, you know, it could probably use some attention. But as of now, for the past week, I've been running it, and it's run flawlessly. So. Blued steel hands, you know, of course, with these high quality clocks. Anyway, but that's about all I can think of. So, like I said, for you Lenzkirch guys out there, if I'm mistaken about something, go ahead, feel free to to offer some tips and observations or direction or input, if you will. I'm always looking to further, the knowledge about dating of these clocks and things. But like I said, based on the literature I currently have, this one's 1890, 1891. So, okay, folks, that's about it. That's about all I can tell you about the clock, other than it displays really well. It's a beautiful, beautiful clock. It's almost like it doesn't belong in my house, that's for sure. So, all right, again, thanks for your time, and look forward to talking to you. Thanks.